Fun 101, don't it make my brown eyes blue? It happened that way for one gal. She spent 20 years wishing she had blue eyes. For $12,000, it finally happened with a cosmetic procedure. It's called keratopigmentation or something like that. It isn't FDA approved, but she had her eyes permanently changed from brown to blue. They inject dye into your eyeball. She says it's the best decision she's ever made. And it does look great, I'll say that. But doctors do say that there are some side effects. And of course, it's not FDA approved. So you could go blind. But hey, you'll have blue eyes because, those brown eyes just aren't good enough for those selfies on Instagram anymore. Fun 101. I'm Jodie Stevens. How about Christmas gifts for the whole family for like $30? Amazon just launched Amazon Haul. This is their new budget-friendly shopping hub, which you can access on your mobile device. Everything is under $20. I've actually been on there. There's some pretty cool stuff on there. They're doing it to compete with places like Temu, the companies from China, where if you've ever been on Temu, you're like, oh my gosh, like that whole outfit is like $4. so with Temu, everything's being shipped from China, and with Amazon Haul, everything is made in China. Fun 101. Well, Miley Cyrus' Endless Summer Vacation just hit a speed bump, and it's not from the wrecking ball. She's battling that copyright lawsuit, which you probably heard about over the hit song Flowers, which somebody claims borrows from Bruno Mars, the tune When I Was Your Man, which I don't get it because I don't think they sound anything alike. But Miley's legal team isn't singing the blues. They're fighting to get the case tossed on a technicality because it turns out the lawsuit wasn't even filed by Bruno Mars or any of his co-writers, but by a company that owns part of the song rights. And why they do, who knows? But you can't sue if you're not the boss of the tune, right? But Miley's like thinking, I can buy myself flowers and a good lawyer, too. Fun 101. So AI comes on the scene. Now there's all these drones all over the place, flying in formation. They're the size of cars. And nobody knows anything about them. The FBI's like, we don't know. The government's like, oh, well, we don't think it causes a threat. Meanwhile, you've got like this James Webb telescope, which is looking back like 14 billion years, and we're peering into black holes. And then I don't know if you saw that thing on from NASA. It's like a photo of the Earth from like 8 billion miles away. And these drones are like right up above us, and they're like, we don't know what they are. Yeah, right. Fun 101. Hey friends, I'm Jodie Stevens. Ever had a really bad roommate? If you're over college age, you probably have. So this dude was awakened at 3 a.m. by strange sounds under his bed. He thinks maybe it's a mouse. He checks with his phone flashlight, comes face to face with his roommate. Startled, the roommate screeches, apologizes profusely, and crawls out from under the bed. The dude dashes out of the apartment and takes refuge at a nearby Dunkin' Donuts in his pajamas. But it gets worse. Turns out his roommate had been secretly sleeping under his bed to get closer for months. I mean, if you want to get close to someone, maybe just try coffee first. Your holiday worry song, your 3 minutes of worry time there from Atlantis Morissette. I'm Jodie Stevens. So LA Times, they're making headlines for their latest innovation, a bias meter powered by artificial intelligence, of course. This kicks off in January as they're attempting to do actual news, instead of like opinion. So some people are upset and some LA Times workers have already quit. But we'll see how this bias meter works. Let's hope that the bias meter doesn't start grading family arguments. Otherwise, grandma's Thanksgiving rants might get flagged.